everyone, and welcome back to another hair update video. Finally, it's been a really long time, but I have a lot to tell you guys and I think you're really gonna enjoy this one. So first, let's cut on over to the length check to see how we're doing with the length this update. So as you guys may have noticed in that length shot that I showed you, my hair ends are not looking too great. And I have two explanations as to why and two mistakes that I want to tell you so you guys don't make the same mistakes with your life. The first one was a while ago I told you all that I trimmed my hair by myself, self-trimmed, used my old Crème clip dupes to do so. And before then I had been going to like a hair cuttery and just saying small trim. It worked out pretty well, but I thought maybe I could get the hang of this hair trimming thing and do it myself. Well, it turns out I really am not that good at trimming my own hair, and although I really liked the results at first, I ended up really disliking the hemline that it gave me, and so that's why I never made a video about my hair trim for you guys, because I was like, I can't lead them astray. I can't show them what I did and then have them also butcher their own hair. So I wasn't about to do that, but I think that hemline is making my hair look a little bit odd. The second hair-related Shakespearean tragedy that happened to my hair was actually this past summer, or no, maybe it was the fall. Last year, I attended a beautiful wedding for one of my best friends in this world, probably my best and oldest friend in this world. And it was glorious, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. I loved it, I loved her. Everything that happened was totally worth it. However, there was a hairstylist that was hired for the wedding, and she was doing curls for all the bridesmaids' hair, which is fine. And what I should have done is put my hair in curlers the night before, because that's really the only way that my hair will hold a curl, and it's also heatless. But instead, I just went and I figured, what's the harm? It's just one time, how bad could it really be? So I told her, hey, I don't use heat on my hair at all, so if you could just use as little heat as possible, that would be awesome. She said, sure. I don't know why she looked in my eyes and lied to me, but she said she wouldn't use that much heat, and then proceeded to straighten the entire length of my hair, use a hair dryer on it a little bit because it was slightly wet the night before, and then she curled the entire thing, just holding it on that curling iron. I felt like I could hear like the sizzling, but she did that and then kind of pinned it up to make the curls hold better. The only problem is I have really healthy long hair, so it doesn't hold a curl that well. It's not dried out, it's kind of heavy, and so when she took all the pins out and the hair fell down, it was still straight. So she decided to curl it again. So she sprays it all up with hairspray. That didn't work, so she grabs the curling iron and just second time, wrapping it around all the hair. Again, the sizzles, and I'm like, God, like she wasn't listening to me at all. Pins it up again. Guess what happens? She takes it down, it falls out again because my hair doesn't curl that well with a curling iron. It's not responsive to heat. And she sprays it with hairspray again. Then she curls it again, guys, the third time in like a, I don't know, hour time frame, and all the while in between she's spraying it with hairspray. It was a nightmare. My hair, by the end of the night, had turned into one giant dreadlock because of the amount of hairspray, the dryness, and all these weird wonky curls. And it's never been the same since, guys. Just one day of getting my hair heat treated, and my ends have been fried ever since. And I had just had a trim like right before this wedding happened, so they were feeling really good. I could run my fingers through my ends, was looking healthy, and then this just one incident now my hair is really fried at the end. So if you have an event coming up and you need to have curls, I really suggest get in touch with the coordinator, whoever's event it is, get in touch with the hairstylist if there is one, and just let them know, if you want curls, I'll be wearing my hair in curlers, and I don't need any heat on my hair because it's just not worth it, you know? And that's what I would have done if I could go back. But either way, that's a sad story about my hair, and so the ends are kind of crap right now, and in July when I get my yearly haircut, I'll take care of those ends. I have two products that I have really been loving that I want to share with you guys. The first is 100% pure argan oil. Now don't be fooled, don't buy this. Don't buy this argan oil. And don't just assume that because something says argan oil that it's 100% argan oil. Flip it on over, it should be one ingredient, argan oil. And if you do get the real stuff, this is amazing. It's kind of expensive and it comes with this little dropper, I think for that reason, because you don't get that much. It's a little bit pricey, but this is an oil that will seep into your hair. So you can use this as a leave-in right before you walk out the door, on your ends or just on your entire length. It just sucks right up into your hair and makes it soft, fluffy, and moisturized, but not weighed down like a coconut oil or an olive oil. So this is an MVP for me at the moment. I'm loving argan oil. I actually like the dropper too because it's very hygienic, you know, you just pull it out, drop some, and then you don't have to be touching the rim of the container, and so I feel like it'll keep longer. So I really recommend this. You can get it on Amazon. I think that's your best bet. I think getting it on the internet is really your best option, unless you have a health food store like a Whole Foods around. They might sell some, but it'll be marked up, I almost guarantee that. So get it on Amazon if you can, and I will put the link in the description for the one that I bought. Another product that I have been using and loving is the Renpure Coconut Whipped Cream Leave-In Conditioner. And I started using this originally because I have so many hair products, and I just thought I need to start using up these hair products. And really, like, I can get away with hardly using any product at all aside from oils and shampoo and a conditioner. But I'm like, I need to get through this stash that I have. So I started using this as a kind of gel or like a holding product. So it's conditioning. It's not very detangling. So I wouldn't recommend using it as like a detangler, but it is perfect if you need a little bit of hold. So like for instance, this hairstyle that I'm doing right now, 2 side buns, I can use it just smooth over the top of my hair. And when I'm wrapping the buns, I'll get a little bit on my hands, and as I'm twisting the hair, I'm kind of sticking it all together so it'll stay and not have like one strange hair poking out here and here, you know how it is. So I really love this for that, and the fact is that while it's holding your hair in place, it's also conditioning, so there's really nothing bad about using it, and it smells really good. You guys know I freaking love coconut, so this is like perfect product for me. The only problem was I got it at Marshall's and the pump doesn't work, so I have to actually unscrew it, which is bad. Maybe actually I might look through my products from my last empties video that I just filmed. They're sitting in front of me, and try to find a pump that might screw onto this. That would be great, but for the moment I just have to unscrew it, which is kind of a bummer. Otherwise, it's amazing. And when I bought this product, I also bought a coconut co-wash with it that has a little yellow band and yellow text. That works pretty well too if you have alternating washes and you don't want to wash with sulfates every wash. Then I recommend the co-wash as well, and the coconut is to die for. Another kind of interesting, funny hair experience that I had recently was finding my very first gray hair. I was in my car about to walk into my belly dance class, and I was brushing my hair back. The sun was setting, and I saw a glimmer of something on the top of my head, and I was like, what is that? Like, could it be? And sure enough, it was a pure white, sparkly gray hair right in the center of my head poking out. It's still there. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I always knew that I was gonna have relatively premature gray hair because my family, all of my mom's siblings got gray hair, as far as I know, when they were like in their 20s, and I think my uncle got gray hair when he was like 19 or something. So I knew it was gonna happen in my 20s, but I really wasn't prepared for when it happened, and honestly it gave me kind of like, not like a mental breakdown. I mean, I wasn't like clinically depressed about it, but it kind of just rocked my world. It's just a weird thing, you know? And then when I saw it and then I found some more, I was thinking like, how fast is this gonna happen? Like, am I gonna be like, wake up tomorrow and I'm like Albert Einstein with white hair, you know? But that's not the case. And then I thought, should I try to cover it? Do I wanna try to reverse it? Because there are some ways that you can reverse gray hair, and I watched a really good video about it, so I'm gonna find that and link it below if you're interested in that. But finally I decided like, no, I'm just going with it and gonna see what happens, and if I end up having long silvery hair, then that's fine too. But that was a funny new experience for me, having gray hair. Moving on in this time in my life, all my friends are getting married and my hair is turning gray, so I don't know. Either way, it's nothing to panic about if you find your first gray hair, and they don't really come on that fast that I've noticed. So that is that. Guys, I think that's everything for right now. You guys know the drill, so update me on your hair growth journey in the comments. Anything and everything that has been happening in your hair life, I would love to hear about it and respond and talk to you about it. These hair videos that I make are some of the most fun comments to respond to, and I just get the most like fun conversations out of it. So definitely anything you feel like chatting with me about, just go ahead and put it in the comments, and I'm happy to talk to you about it. And I will see you all in the next video, and I hope you're having a wonderful week. Bye guys.